many coup leaders promised to introduce civilian rule, but at the end of the day, they try to subvert the process to retain power. Should that be the case, and why?
Big Ben Lewis, we don't need, I keep repeating it, we do not need civilian government in Africa. We have seen Abiy Ahmed is in the battlefront. He's a president. We are at war. Africa is at war. We need armed men and women in all diverse, whether by arms or by knowledge or by technology. We need armed young men and
who
women.
Are we fighting against?
We are fighting against the imperialism. We are fighting against colonial structures, which tends to affect the systems of leadership in Africa, which tends to affect the functionality and the mentality of Africans.
Now, but the big question is that who are we killing? We are killing same Africans, and how do we fight this without killing ourselves? Because at the end of the day, are still Africans fighting amongst themselves?
Yes, that is a system. That question you have asked is a very important question, and I think that question should be addressed properly, well, for everybody to understand. You see, why do we fight ourselves? What is the motive, or what are the things that causes Africans to fight Africans? If you always look in every civil conflict where you find Africans fighting Africans, you always find a colonial structure. Either they are trying to keep it, or either they are trying to kick it, to send it away. That is always the genealogy of Africans fighting Africans. And I still go back to say that these are structures which were designed way back in the period of the transatlantic slave trade. Principles and structures and systems were set in place in order to perpetually keep Africa divided and apart. That is a simple truth. For example, if, a colonial master holds 85% of your natural reserves, that simply automatically means that the people are going to fight themselves until the day they will decide to come together and take away the power in which they have allowed their colonial masters to take over them. And that is the genealogy of the fight in Africa today. Another example will still be, democracy. When it gets into a period of election, it becomes war in Africa. Why does it become war? Because the people you are calling out to go and vote are people who have lived under abject poverty, are people who do not have, the people who do not have their own destiny in their own hand, are people who do not control their own economy, do not control their own politics, do not control their own education. As a matter of fact, everything they have is what has been given to them. And then you are asking this kind of people to go out and vote. It is not. Do you know why?